Hello, and welcome back once again to another episode of The Swarm here on The Hive. I am JPJ, he is CJ, and we're here. It's sports day, it's Saturday, you know what that means. It is Saturday, we are talking sports today. I just noticed that our names are not on the screen here. And I'm like, I don't know how to fix that. So I'm going to look at it as I do my intro.
People know who we are.
Yeah, I know. But still, usually they like to see our pretty names. So I don't know.
That's
I don't
true.
know where it is. But anyway, we are here. It is Saturday. We are talking sports today. We're going to start with a little bit of baseball. I am heartbroken. Well, we'll get into it. I'm not really heartbroken. But we'll get into it. CJ's got a big series. He now knows who his opponent's going to be for the Blue Jays. That actually starts, if you're watching this on Saturday, today. So that happens. So CJ's got a big divisional series he's been waiting for. And then we're going to do the usual. We're going to run through the schedule of the NFL. We're going to make our picks. And we're going to do all that fun stuff. And before I talk to you about our pals that you see down below here, CJ, you moved last week. You said you're still, before we went live, you said you're still kind of catching up on stuff, but how, in general, how are we doing over there, pal?
I'm absolutely exhausted, JPJ.
Fair.
Moving's a piece of shit, as you know.
Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst.
And yeah, we kind of did it in the middle of our new schedule, so I had to record with a house all messed up and 27 people at my house, and God, it's just wow. And it doesn't help. It decided to be 96 degrees on Monday, which is the day I actually moved. So
wait, it was 96. It was 96 degrees when you moved.
Yes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Luckily, the property here has multiple pools, so my
Central
fat ass sunk right to the bottom. Oh yeah, my fat ass sunk right to the bottom of one of those pools, and I pruned up like a raisin. That's how long I stayed in there. And
everyone else that's been living there for a while was like, look at this fucking guy.
And they'll also not realize that I'm from the north, so when it's 68 or 70, I'm still going to be in the pool. And they're all going to look at me with winter coats on. So
yeah, they're going to be like, it's freezing out here, and you're going to be like, brother, it is lukewarm. It is,
and I'm going to love it because I'll be the only one in there.
It's fair.
Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah. Well, you love to see it. But all right. I assume
I will have a real background, by the way, man. She's working pro. I ordered stuff. Nice. I showed you, I think, all those neon signs.
You did.
Of all my favorite sports teams will be in. Very expensive, but you get a little extra money when you sell a house, JPJ.
That's what I've heard. I will never know because I will never own a house to sell it. America. But that's, it is.
It's true.
It is what it is. We'll figure it out when we figure it out. But all right, before we dive into things, let's talk about our pals at W Energy. CJ just said that he's still down and out. You know what he could use? He could use some dang W Energy is what he could use to get through. Because we got another big weekend of college football. He's got a big baseball series he's got to pay attention to. Plus, we got a primetime game for our New England Patriots Sunday night, all day football. It doesn't slow down, guys. It doesn't slow down. It doesn't slow down. And if you need an extra boost, you need some extra energy, why not go visit our pals at W Energy, the cleanest energy, no extra sugars, no jitters, just straight up clean energy. And if you go to their website at w.gg and you put in the code THEHIVE, all one word, you will get 10% off your order at our pals. That is w.gg. Code word The Hive, all one word. You will receive 10% off your order. This episode of The Swarm, as is every episode of The Swarm, is powered by our pals at W Energy. Just clean energy. So go check them out. And we would very much appreciate it. So, all right. Listen, I'm assuming you want to start with my postmortem here of the Red Sox. Yeah. Listen, here's my thing. I'm obviously bummed they got eliminated. I'm a fan of the team. I love baseball. I love the Red Sox. They're my favorite sports team. I'm bummed that they got eliminated. However, they exceeded my expectations. So the way that I look at it is if that was any other team that we played besides the New York Yankees, who I fucking despise my least favorite sports franchise in the history of the world. If it wasn't the New York Yankees, I would have no bitterness whatsoever. I would be bummed that they lost. Clearly, I want them to win. But I would have no bitterness in me whatsoever because I would be like, look, at preseason, I expected them to make the playoffs. But then 2 months in, they sucked. They were one of the worst. They were in last place in the division. They were terrible. And I was like, here we go again. Another bullshit team. They're going to stink again. Same old shit. And then they traded Devers, which, again, we'll talk about it. Still part of the reason why we didn't win that series is because we didn't get jack shit for Rafael Devers. Could have used another pitcher this series, CJ. Could have used another right-handed bat in this series, CJ. Fucking running Rob Refschneider out there. Again, good rotational player. Fuck that. He was a bum in this series. Duran sucked. Rafaela sucked. Romy Gonzalez sucked. Nate Lowe sucked. The only people that showed up were literally Chapman, Crochet, and Trevor Story. Those were the only people that showed up. Wilyer Abreu, who I actually really like a lot, sucked. It's brutal, man. It's brutal. And it's just the two things that stick out to me are the lack of a return. And I look at it and I go, okay, the Yankees finished what, like 2.5, 3.5 games ahead of the Red Sox for the top seed?
Yeah.
That trade with Devers, Jordan Hicks cost us probably 5 to 6 games. That's how fucking bad he was. And I think about that and I go, that trade that you made for Devers actually probably cost us the season. Yes, it was essential. Clearly, the team was playing a lot better after the trade. It definitely lifted a cloud over the clubhouse, and the guys were having fun, and it gave Roman Anthony an everyday opportunity, in which he immediately became the best player on the team. And it was just like, okay, now we're rolling, and we were the best team in baseball for 2.5 months. And that trade was part of it. But when you think about the return that we got back for that trade and how many games Jordan Hicks blew for the Red Sox, that probably cost us the top wild card. And I think that series goes a little bit different if those 3 games are at Fenway. Because the Yankees, I mean, you can hit a fucking pop fly for a home run in right field in that garbage stadium. Like everyone's going nuts about Ben Rice. That home run that he hit in game 2, that's a home run in like 9 stadiums. Basically, it's barely a home run outside of Yankee Stadium because it's a fucking fly ball out anywhere else. But for some reason, in 2025, we have a stadium where down the it's 300 feet, which guys in the league right now, you can literally bunt that out of the stadium almost.
It's Rafaela.
It's a fucking, well, Jesus Christ. He shouldn't have been bunting in that situation anyway. He's been, regardless of how much he's been our most clutch guy in those type of situations all year, and you have him bunting, like, fuck off. And I'm not that's a critique at Cora, but this team is nowhere near the playoffs if he does not. He was excellent this year at managing, and I thought in the first 2 games he managed pretty excellently. Just Whitlock ran out of gas. He wasn't
going up against a great manager either.
No, he wasn't. Boone is still trash, and he will be the reason why the Yankees will never win anything until he's gone, because he is an awful, awful manager.
Yes.
Cora, and he has his faults, and there's a lot of people around here who hate that guy. Fine, I guess. We are nowhere near the playoffs without Alex Cora and the way he managed. And in game 1, that was a masterclass in game 1. Of what he did. And in game 2, he did everything right with the I understand pulling Bayo that early because you don't want the game to get away from you, but maybe one more bat. Like, what if he gets out of that inning? Then maybe Whitlock doesn't run out of gas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that could go either way for me. I thought Connolly early pitched good. I thought the defense let him down last night. I don't think it was anything really he did. I think the defense let them down. The Yankees, who hit more home runs than God, they won that game hitting fucking seeing eye singles through the fucking infield. It was just, and their young kid was a fucking stud, dude. That kid was a stud last night. And now, again, the Red Sox offense was putrid last night. It was embarrassing how bad that offense was last night. And it's a shitty way to go out. But that kid was good, man. Schlittler Schittler is what I would call him. But Schlittler,
Boston guy.
yeah, he is a Massachusetts kid. So isn't Ben Rice. But he's a Massachusetts kid, grew up a Red Sox fan his whole life. You would think maybe he would, know better. Give one away for
Early
us.
grew up a Yankees fan, too.
Early grew up a Yankees fan. But I thought both those kids, obviously Schlittler is going to be the guy everyone talks about because it was an all-time postseason performance. But I thought early pitched, like I just –
Yeah.
I thought he pitched good. I think the defense and the offense let him down. He was cruising until that one bad inning. Then it is what it is. But I felt like that game clearly would have ended 1-0 because we weren't scoring because we were just we were done. We were done. And like I said, they ended up exceeding my expectations. So all in all, I think they were ahead of schedule by making the playoffs. I think it was a winnable series, and they should have finished it in game 2. They should have won game 2. They should have won game 2 and finished it, and then we'd be on our way to you guys, and we'd see how that would go. I think you guys have a better chance of beating the Yankees than you would have had beating us.
We're an awful matchup for the Yankees.
Are you really?
Because we don't ever make defensive mistakes like you guys literally lost the series because of partly.
We were the worst defensive team all year.
We never strike out, so their starters are not going to be able to go 7-8 fucking shut against us. They just don't. We've beaten Skubal and Skeens this year without scoring a run on them because we chased them out of the game in like the 5th inning because we just work counts and work walks and they're at 100 pitches by the 5th inning. And that Yankees bullpen is dog water.
Awful. It's the whole reason why we won game 1 because we got.
They're gonna have to pitch at minimum between 4 and 6 innings every game against us. So that's gonna be off. The only thing is we give up a lot of home runs, and that's all they do is hit home runs. But if they play how they did against you guys, I'm not kidding. We might sweep them. Like if they don't hit home runs, they're not gonna beat us. There's no chance.
Are you worried at all?
We're the best defensive team in the league. We're the least strikeout team in the league.
Now, what the trend that we've seen since they've kind of instituted the new wild card rules over the last 2-3 years or whatever is sometimes the layoff matters. Now, obviously, the Yankees have just played 3 games. All the wild card teams, besides the Dodgers, played 3 games.
That was like a fucking scrimmage for them, by the way, against the Reds. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you don't. But yeah, I mean, what do you expect? It's a $300 million payroll against a fucking barely $100 million payroll for crying out loud. But we've seen that the layoffs sometimes can come out sluggish, and you're playing a team that just played a high impact series. They kind of got the mojo going. They're already coming off. But are you concerned about that at all? Like maybe game 1 you're a little sluggish. Maybe the Yankees steal one from you or something. I know you said we could sweep them, which you might. You were the best team in the American League record-wise for a reason.
I don't think we will sweep them. I'm just if they don't hit home runs, we will sweep them. They will not. We're everything the opposite of what you guys are. We never strike out. We do not chase pitches. We work counts. We work walks. Even our outs are usually productive outs, or they're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pitch at bats. And it's just if they can get back to hitting the long ball, then okay, they're right back in it. But like I said, we've won they have that defensive gold glove thing now for the whole team. The last 2 years, we've won it both years, and we're probably going to win it again. We're probably going to win all 3 years it's been out. We do all the little things correctly. And that is what fucks the Yankees. So if they don't hit home runs, it will be a sweep. If they are the normal Yankees and start hitting everything into the 3rd deck, then we have a series now. Yeah. That worries me. It worries me a little bit.
Aaron Judge.
Judge won't do shit. Correct. But it does worry me a little bit that they did not hit any home runs really against you guys, so they might be kind of cooking it up here. And it also worries me that Bo Bichette's not going to be playing in the series.
Do they expect him back if they go further, or is this like a thing
he'll
where
probably
he
be
out
the
the whole?
LCS.
So,
if we beat the Yankees, he'll be back.
You got to get
that's what I'm saying. But
your manager. I don't know much about
Jones?
your manager. Is he like a good in-game? Like, is he considered a good in-game? Like, because Boone clearly sucks, right?
He's the opposite of Boone.
Do you have because that was one of our biggest advantages was Cora over Boone. Our players ran out of gas at the end. Like, you guys are rested. You're obviously not 100% healthy, but you're rested. You're feeling good. Is this is this guy an advantage over Boone? Is he considered like a great in-game man? Like, because some managers manage good teams, but they're like Dave Roberts. Yeah, I don't think he's a great manager. He just has the fucking Dodgers.
Dave Roberts is very much like Steve Kerr.
I give Kerr a little bit more.
He's
credit.
a
I give
but
Kerr
he's
a
a
little bit.
pretty okay. But Kerr's not gonna. He's not exactly Greg Popovich. But
Yeah, yeah.
Dave Roberts is just like he coaches the best, most talented team in the league, like Steve Kerr did with the Warriors for those years. But no, he's like a Aaron Boone on steroids, kind of. He's a big player guy, big player man. Players love him, but he can do
Was
a
he a
couple things
was he a
tactically.
former player?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
And he also how he got the job is he coached Bo and Vlad when they were in the minors together.
Yeah,
So
and
they love
around
him.
here in New Hampshire, Fisher Cats, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't
the
he a
Fisher
Fisher
Cats.
Cats
Yep.
guy?
Yep,
Yeah.
they love him. So and then he's
I got to
good.
go to a couple of those games when they had all those kids. They had Biggio's
That
kid,
was just not fair at
Vlad,
all.
and
That's
Bichette. They were
disgusting.
all playing together. I saw Vladdy hit 2 bombs in one game for like $8.
Yeah,
Just fucking crushing the ball.
what they were doing to teams is pretty illegal, I would say.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, it
Wasn't
sucks
there
that
another
Bo's
one?
not
Was
going to
there
be
a
available.
fourth kid? Was there a fourth kid too? It was Biggio, Bichette, Vladdy, and I thought there might have even been a fourth son somewhere. But either way,
No, I don't know if there was a son.
yeah.
But yeah,
So you're
Vlad
feeling good.
loves playing the Yankees though, so that's good.
Vlad loves playing anybody in the AL East. He mashes against
Yeah.
everybody in the AL East.
But that's why your Red Sox fans are so horny to get him. One, he's a great player, and then two, he fucking hates the New York Yankees.
Yeah, and he mashes at Fenway.
Yeah,
mashes at Fenway.
He
So
might hit
if he was-
400 if he played for the Red Sox.
If he'd hit 50 bumps, he'd go back to be hitting
He might
45
hit
to
60.
50. A pop fly to left field would be gone every
Right.
time he touched it.
You know what's so funny? If he real quick though, how much he hates the Yankees, he would be bro. If he played for the Yankees, he would hit 70 home runs.
Oh,
because all those like singles that go out like off the wall and stuff because he hits them so hard would be in the third deck in Yankee Stadium. He might hit more home runs than Aaron Judge if he played in Yankee Stadium.
It's a little league field. If you hit it to center field, that's like a real pro ballpark. Is their center field?
Right.
The right field is a fucking little. I could hit a home run. I think if I was good enough east side of the Yankees.
Watching. I feel like ESPN's cameras are a little more zoomed in than the regional broadcast. So like when I was watching the Yankees in the regular season, it looked different. But on the ESPN broadcast, honestly, like it looks like someone just popped out to right and it goes for a home run. I'm like, what is
unbelievable.
This?
It's
so
fucking
crazy.
joke. It's a joke.
It's so crazy.
Word of advice. I know obviously you're going to be watching these games. Listen to the local feed or the radio because my God, does ESPN jerk off the fucking Yankees.
Well, you know why Carl Ravitch does that, right?
Oh my God.
You know why he does that?
No.
He's a Red Sox fan, so he's trying to compensate.
Well, he should be. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The Red Sox didn't. Game 1 was excellent. Yeah, listen, the first 2 games were actually like really great games of baseball. Last night,
the third one, Schiller just shoved it down your ass. You couldn't really do anything about
it. Yeah, it was what it was. But the first 2 games were like high drama, excellent games. I actually think MLB has its faults, but this new wild card form, I think they got it right. I think they got it right with this stuff. It's exciting.
By the way, congratulations on being the only team or the second only team out of like 16 series to win the first game and not win the wild card series. Congratulations.
There's got to be a first for everything. There's got to be a first for everything. We want to give the Yankees something back because they're still the only team to go up 3-0 and lose a series.
So you room for my Canadian boys or against the Yankees? Not in general.
In general, no, but yes.
Well, yeah.
Series,
yes.
I am.
Who do you want to win
again,
World Series?
Seattle Mariners. Brewers or Mariners, 2 teams that haven't won. I would love. I'm sure MLB wouldn't because of Seattle and Milwaukee aren't the greatest markets. They want New York and LA every fucking year because that's what you want. But I would love a Mariners Brewers World Series because I do think they're the 2 best. Sorry, I do think the way that the Mariners have. The Brewers were the best team in baseball. They were the best team in baseball all year. They've never won a World Series. I don't even think they been to one. The Mariners have never even been to a World Series.
Because when they broke the record, they lost in the first round
to the Yankees.
The playoffs.
Have the Brewers have been to a World Series?
I
they
think
just haven't won one.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so I'm rooting for either the Brewers or the Mariners just because when I was a kid, my second favorite team was the Mariners because Ken Griffey Jr. He was the coolest fucking guy alive. And Jay Buhner, Edgar Martinez, Joey Cole, that whole fucking team. I loved the Mariners. They were like, and because when I was young getting into baseball, the Red Sox stunk. In like the early to mid 90s, they stunk. So I still rooted for them because they were the Red Sox and they were my team, but I loved the Mariners and Griffey. And I actually, if you remember, I loved the Brewers too because they were in the American League back then. And they had a guy named John Jaha. And John Jaha, you remember him? He batted probably like 240, but he would hit 600-foot home runs.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I was privileged enough that my mom at the company she worked, their company had season tickets to the Red Sox. So me and my dad would get to pick 4 or 5 games a year back when you could actually like afford to go to things, especially sporting events. It probably was. It was
barely
probably
to watch them these days.
It was probably $50 to sit behind home plate back then, probably. We would be able to pick 3 or 4 games every year, and we always made sure we picked a Mariners. The only games we couldn't go to were Yankees games. Those were like the bosses were like, we're taking the fucking Yankee games. So we always went to the Mariners. We always went to the Cleveland, then Indians, because that was when they were really good with Tomey. That was their name back then, bro. Listen, they are not that anymore, but back then they were the Cleveland Indians. But that's when they had Albert Bell, Jim Tomey, a young Manny, Carlos Baerga. They had fucking Sandy Alomar, Omar Vizquel. They were fucking loaded, that team. Kenny Lofton. That was a great team. So we always made sure we saw them. We always made sure we saw Griffey. And we always ended up seeing the Milwaukee Brewers for some reason. But yeah. So I would like one of those. Obviously, I want you to beat the – listen, I root for 2 teams, the Boston Red Sox and whoever's playing the Yankees. Those are the 2 teams I root for. And you guys happen to be the team that's playing the Yankees.
If we're playing the Dodgers in the World Series, you root for us?
I root for you. Yeah, I root for you.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. I would say if you're playing the Dodgers, I root for you. If you're playing the Phillies, I root for you. The Cubs might be a little bit of a toss-up, but they've already won, so I'd probably lean you because you haven't won in a long – it's been 30 years. I wasn't born. Yeah. So, but that was right when I was starting to fall in love with baseball. So like the Blue Jays were really like the first great team of my life because they won back-to-back in 92, 90. And the Joe Carter home run was fucking epic. And I remember that moment. It's one of my earliest memories of baseball in general is him jumping around Sean McDonough with the great call of like, touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bit. Yeah. He's still kicking, playing multiple sports and being great. But yeah, he had that famous call where he was like, touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit another bigger home run in your life or whatever.
Can't wait to hear that again this year. I mean,
yeah.
Well, maybe not Joe Carter.
Maybe not Joe Carter, but
Vlad.
But Vladdy, yeah. But no, I love playoff baseball. It just feels
I can't wait to be heartbroken again, JPJ. First time since 2016.
Not this. How about not this series? How about you make it to the ALCS at the very least?
No,
but we have all our matchups though. So we got Blue Jays and Yankees. We have Tigers all of a sudden look like the team maybe from the first half of the year, not the second half of the year.
Decent.
Yeah. So we got Tigers, Mariners. Those are 2 good series. And then you got Dodgers and Phillies, which is a fucking powerhouse. That is a powerhouse series in the National League. And then you have the Cubs and
Brewers.
So we have 2 divisional series kind of. Yet Red Sox, Blue Jays, Yankees in the same division, Cubs and Brewers in the same division. And then you have West and Central going at it.
It's kind of the juice is all on the Yankees, Blue Jays, and Dodgers, Phillies. Though.
That Dodgers Phillies series, like that is that's the best series of the 4. That's like 2 dynamite teams. Like that is just 2. You would have to think the winner of that series should be the unequivocal.
It kind of feels like those 2 series are kind of the CSs. I know the Mariners and Tigers are good, but. Like juice-wise, it feels like those are the juice-wise though. Those feels like
Seattle's
those are
good. Yeah, if you get like no offense, but if you get like a Toronto, Seattle, ALCS, like what's the juice there?
Toronto is a whole country.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm saying like as far as like those teams aren't really sexy. You know what I mean?
I think Toronto is low key.
Well, I know you root for them.
Shit, no, I think they are. It's in a country.
Yeah, I get it.
It's not fucking Milwaukee. No offense to the Brewers.
All of Canada will be rooting for them. So.
Canada.
I would think. Who knows?
And in Louisiana.
I'm sure there's plenty of.
I might be the only Blue Jays fan in Louisiana. I'm willing to say that.
You might be true. I'm
willing to say that. And I might be the only one in Massachusetts as well.
There's no way to statistically. No, there's other Blue Jay fans. It's got to be. It's not fun.
When I went to my first ever Blue Jays game, it was in Fenway, and the kid I sat next to was a Blue Jays fan. Funnily enough.
There you go.
Some random kid. No idea
who it was. Who knows? All right. Any other baseball
America's
thoughts?
Team.
You're in Canada.
Exactly. America's team. Blue Jays in 3. Thank you.
All right. Fair enough.
Blue Jays, real quick. Blue Jays, Mariners, Dodgers, Cubs. 1.
You going Cubs?
I think the Brewers stink. I'm sorry. They have 2014 or whatever was Atlanta Hawks right, all of them.
Maybe, but I don't think they stink, dude. They're the best record in baseball.
Stink.
Come on.
Stink.
Yeah, but I don't know if they stink.
They stink.
I'm almost the same. I do have the Blue Jays and Mariners in the American League. I agree with you there. National League, I think the Phillies are doing it. I think the Phillies are going to beat the Dodgers.
Yeah, I want to be surprised.
So I'm going Phillies Brewers over there. That's what I'm doing.
All right, what do you want? How about your hopeful wins? Who are your 4 teams?
Probably that. I would go Blue Jays, Mariners. I like the Tigers, but Blue Jays, Mariners. I would prefer the Dodgers lose as soon as possible. So Phillies, and oddly enough, as much as I loathe the Philadelphia fans, like sports bases, I don't mind this Phillies. I like I would root for the I like the Phillies.
What about Cubs Brewers? Who do you hope wins?
Kind of the Brewers, because the Cubs. Look at the Cubs have won, so their essence to me, not being a Cubs fan, they don't matter to me anymore because they won. They finally won. If they still hadn't won at this moment, I would be like, I want the Cubs to win the whole thing because, But the Brewers. I like the Brewers. I like their uniform. I like the logo. I like the colors.
Blue and yellow is disgusting.
I like the Brew Crew, like the baby blue alternates they have. I like their stadium. I like the mascot.
I hate that stupid slide.
No, that's fine. I just, they're named after beer, dude. Like, you can't go wrong.
Fair enough. I hope the Blue Jays win, obviously. I want the Tigers to win. They're easier to beat. And then the Phillies and the Brewers is who I would like to win. Yeah. I'm more nervous about the Yankees than the other 2 teams.
All right, that's fair.
The Mariners, their 2 big trades suck. Juan Suarez and Josh Naylor have been garbage since they've been there. It's just that they have 3 real starters that can shove it up their ass in the series is the only problem. And Gilbert, Wu, and Kirby.
Yeah, they got great starters.
They can shove it directly up your asshole if they need to.
Yeah, they're very good. They're very good.
Hopefully, I have to worry about that because that means we won.
Maybe you never know. I know we talked about it off air when I saw it, but that video of Jason Tatum working out.
He might be back for opening day.
Let me tell you.
Get him out there right now. Fuck it.
Fucking doing fucking stopping and fucking crossing over people and hitting jump. I'm like, excuse me, sir.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
That got me going on that morning.
I was like, I saw that and I was just like, I messaged you immediately. I'm like, you see that Tatum video? Or no, I might even sent you the video. I don't remember. But I was just like, I was like, brother, I'm like, let me tell you, that's like 4 months removed right there. That's not.
I thought he was coming back by the end of the year.
I was like, that is crazy. Like, that has me, going into it, they were like, best case scenario, he could come back in the playoffs if they make the playoffs. I saw that video and I was like, we might be talking about at post All-Star break.
Yeah, this is January, February.
That's the vibe I got from that. He's fucking cutting and like doing step backs and shit. I'm like, he's fucking. It was 4 months ago. He blew his Achilles. What the hell's going on? But and this was the first. Not that it matters, but this was the first time in his media day photos that he wasn't smiling. He was not smiling this year. Straight, frowny face Tatum.
Love that. Oh my! Imagine this just made him into a killer. I would take it. I'm so happy he tore it.
I'm not. I almost cried. But
I almost punched him.
I almost wept. It was bad. But yeah, that video got me going. Bruins are already in preseason form, so hockey's starting soon.
Playing pretty good.
Basket. Listen, I know better when it comes to the Bruins.
Real quick,
I know better.
The Bruins deciding to go back to those jerseys are the best decision maybe the team's ever made. Those white away ones, I get. Yeah, I watched the game. Let's just say, luckily not on camera.
Yeah,
just looking at. I don't give a fuck. I don't even know what the score is at the time. I'm just like,
it's the best logo. I'll fight anybody.
Unbelievable.
The Bruins logo.
This
one logo in hockey. Yeah, that one it's the best logo in hockey. And I know you're gonna call me a homer. I will fight everybody.
The Red Wings
logo. The Red Wings is a great logo too.
By the way, fuck them, the Canadians though. Unbelievable logo.
What the C?
Oh, it's beautiful. Love that. It's just classic.
Yeah, well, they can go fuck themselves.
But
the Bruins logo and the color scheme, just 100%. The white, black, and gold. Oddly enough, the same colors as the Steelers, who I despise. But it's kind of
we have a fucking logo.
it's kind of the color palette of here, like the B and the white, and it's kind of similar. But yeah, we have, it's a wonderful logo. Going back to those jerseys was quite.
Hey, if you're gonna suck, go back to the cool jerseys at least.
But we got a new coach this year, Marco Sturm, former player, former Bruin. We'll see how he goes. The roster is
a little bit of a hardo.
I think they could use that though until they
exactly.
And then they fire him and he goes wins the Stanley Cup, and then they go
like fucking every other coach that we do.
Yeah, because we had Cassidy, who was arguably the best coach in the NHL.
First year with the Knights.
Yeah, and Jake DeBrusk, that piece of shit, not here anymore. But that Jake DeBrusk was like, he coaches us too hard, and they were like, all right, we're gonna fire him, and he fucking won the Stanley Cup the very next year.
And we also just don't have Jake DeBrusk the next year.
And then we got Montgomery, who had the most historic regular season of all time, and we fucking choked, as the Bruins tend to do.
Well, to be fair, at least we choked against the now back-to-back champions. At least
we did, but we choked. We choked, and then they fired him a month into the next season, and then guess what? He went to the St. Louis Blues, who are fucking terrible, and led them to the playoffs. So maybe the coaches aren't the fucking problem.
So before the season starts, I would like to congratulate the St. Louis Blues on winning the Stanley Cup this season. So
yeah, probably. That'll probably happen. That's usually how it goes.
It's going to be Blues Knights in the West Finals.
Yeah, why not? Why not? And the Bruins fans will just be limping into the playoffs again.
We'll have like the Penguins hire Claude Julien. At this point,
fucking absurd.
Absurd.
But anyway, we'll get there when we get there. All right. Week 5 of the NFL slate, a big one for our New England Patriots. Oh, yeah.
Can I just go over what I told you real quick? I won't go over the whole thing, but I did my revised quarterback rankings at the first month of the season.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just run through very, very quickly. All right. I put in the parentheses, I'm not going to be able to show it, but the ranking from before the season when we both did ours. So I have, and I also took out Burrow, Russell Wilson, Joe Flacco, and Tyler Shuck, because Tyler Shuck never played, but I thought he was going to start. So those guys are no longer in. 32, Jake Browning. Anything on that?
No, that's about right.
Okay. 31, Rattler.
He's been okay, though. But all of a sudden, I don't know how they kept up with the Bills.
They were down by 2 in the beginning of the fourth quarter.
That's unbelievable. But anyway.
30, Dylan Gabriel just hasn't played yet, but I know for a fact he cannot be worse than Browning or how Rattler's been probably. So just by default, he's ahead of them. Dart, 29. Thought he looked okay. He wasn't great, but he might have that little bit of swag to him in the go fuck yourself type of thing.
Definitely has the swag. Definitely has the swag.
But that can only take you so far, as we've seen before with other guys. 28, Cam Ward. I had him 27 in the preseason. The 4 guys before I did not have ranked, obviously. Cam Ward goes from 27th to 28th. Your boy, boys, he might be a terrible player. By the way, the Titans might be the worst team I've ever seen.
I was gonna say, I think I need to see him in a.
God, are they awful?
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
They made us last year look like a playoff team. They are fucking horrible. Yeah, 27. Excuse me, JJ McCarthy, who I had 26 in the preseason. He had one good half of football, and boy, was it ass before and after that, and now he's hurt. 26, Bryce Young, who actually went up 2 spots by default from 28. Michael Penix, who went down a spot for me, 25 I have. 24, Sam Darnold. He was 25th. Justin Fields stays at 23rd, weirdly. One of my biggest droppers, Brock Purdy, 19th to 22nd. We see how they look without him. Bo Nix has stayed in 21st for me. Daniel Jones, who is my biggest rise, to 31 to 20, JPJ. How do you feel about that?
I think that's fair. I think you did Darnold a little. I think Darnold should have been moved up.
He moved up 1 spot for me.
Yeah, I think a little bit more than that for me. He's been good. They're 3-1. He's got almost 1,000 yards, 5 TDs to 2. He's been good. He's been pretty good.
Yeah, he hasn't been bad. I agree with that. I probably could have put him with Justin Fields, but I always have a soft spot for a guy that can run a little bit. He gives a little bit more of a floor. But yeah, I don't. You're kind of quibbling between those guys. Like, it doesn't really, So that's my top 32 to 20. Daniel 20th. 19th, Trevor Lawrence. Kind of ass still. Kind of ass. Yeah, I would say kind of ass still. This one hurt my heart. I had to put Kyler Murray 18th. He's been dog shit this year. The Cardinals, maybe.
I think this is it for him. I think this is it.
They might have been the flukiest 2-0 team in the history of the NFL, genuinely. Like, actually. They have gotten pissed on the last 2 weeks, and they didn't even want to win against the Panthers in week 2. And you see Kyler say something about, like, what did he say? Something about the jerseys or some shit they're going to wear next year. He's like, I hope I'm here to see them or something like that. Something
weird. He might not be if he keeps on playing this way.
17 Tua, who went up one spot, just kind of. A lot of these guys go up and down by default just because I have some big jumpers. He's been okay. He's actually been all right, Tua, and he's been healthy. And I weirdly think Tyreek Hill, he kind of plays better without him for some reason. It's very odd.
That was fucking gnarly, dude.
Oh
that
yeah,
was
fuck that guy, by the way. But,
yeah. I don't.
But
couldn't have
that
no
is
better guy.
Every single ligament in his knee. Yes.
He landed. And I didn't see it right away because I was just like, oh, he's out of bounds.
Right.
And then I saw people immediately take the knee. And then I rewound. I didn't wait for the replay. And they oddly showed the replay. I'm like, what the fuck are you showing the replay?
The NFL loves showing horrific injuries.
I was like,
they
holy
can't stop doing that.
I rewound it on my DVR. And when I saw it in real time, I was like, oh, that's completely not the way that's. Oh, my God. No, and then he was good. Like, he was, you know.
So everybody said he was clapping because he doesn't have to play with Tua anymore.
They're going to have plenty of time to, you know, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to get in trouble, but
yeah, he's going to
have plenty of time to do illegal activities and abuse his children, probably. But anyway.
All right.
Oh, no. You talk about death every week, and I'm crossing the line.
By the way, real quick on death, I watched came out at midnight. I was done watching it by about 7 a.m. The Ed Gein documentary on Netflix. By the way, great guy.
Very weird to me.
Great guy. Terrific guy.
I know you're one of these people, and I don't want to get into it, but I find.
And by the way, you're in the minority here on this.
I find it very odd when people are obsessed with serial killers.
I'm not upset. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I want to be like him.
Yeah, but I just find it. It's like to me, it's like, yeah. I mean, it's interesting and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but to me, I'm just like, you're like excited to watch about like one of the worst people to ever live. Like
he would be the worst. He would cut people's.
I know. I know about that game. Yeah, I know.
Not a great guy. Anyway, back to wonderful people like Tyreek Hill.
Now, was Michael Myers? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre was based
and Silence of the Lambs, both of them.
Okay, yeah.
Because Silence of the Lambs was where they like cut people's skin off and wore them, which is what he did.
Yeah.
That is some freak show behavior.
How do you get to that point?
I don't know. How
do you ever get to that point? That's another episode.
I'm happy I don't know, by the way. I'm very happy I don't know.
That point. How do you get to that point? Anyway, continue.
So 2 is a 17. Geno Smith up from 20 to 16.
Ooh.
I think my third biggest riser, again, this is kind of by default because I have a couple guys at him that just have been horrendous, and he hasn't been good, but he hasn't been like offensively bad. One of my third biggest riser, I'm not going to do the math here, but I think Caleb Williams, 22 to 15. Still not a big fan of him, but he has been very good the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, last couple weeks has been
good. And that Cowboys defense is historically bad, so we'll see, but
yeah,
you got to give him credit. Again, like I say with Drake May, you can only play who you're playing. Like, so, and because if he would shit himself against the Cowboys, we'd be the first people to talk about it. Aaron Rodgers, 15 to 14, just kind of by default moving up. My biggest dropper, CJ Stroud from 8 to 13.
Yeah, very bad.
Stinks.
Not good.
I
don't know what's going. And did you hear the quote that he said the other day? How about his like athleticism or something? He said that he feels like he's 23.
Yeah, I was like, do you know you're not like Aaron Rodgers saying this?
Yeah,
buddy?
You're not 38. You're 23. What are you talking about? Anyway.
Man, it's just, yeah, I don't know. Jared Goff, 13 to 12th now. Another big dropper for me. Again, this is, you might say something because you're a big win guy, but it's certainly not because of him. Jalen Hurts, 6 to 11th. I have him 11th now.
He's been bad.
He has the 28th, I believe, in passing yards.
Yeah, he's been bad.
And he only has like 4 passing touchdowns.
With that being said, they're 4-0.
And nothing to do with. I would still love to have him on the team as a winner.
Yeah, and we know that he has what it takes to win every. Like we know he's a top tier quarterback. Correct. But that offense, first of all, that offense is boring as fuck. They are. So hard.
It is the most boring team to watch I've ever seen.
Brutal. And I know it's I hate the Eagles, and people are going to think I'm just shitting on the Eagles. This is not coming from that side of me. Like they're 4-0, they're great, but that offense.
JPJ,
brutal.
This is not me just saying it because I'd love to have him on the team. They should genuinely trade AJ Brown to like us. They don't need him.
Well, they just don't need him. It feels like after week, he doesn't even want to be there.
He doesn't want to be there, and they don't need him to win. Yeah. If they traded AJ Brown to us for Kyle Duggar and a couple picks or something, they need. By the way, they just signed Marcus Epps, who we just cut as their starting safety. That's how bad their safety situation is. But like they wouldn't be better with Kyle Duggar and like a couple picks because they're awesome at drafting. By the way, you're telling me that wouldn't be a better trade for them? They couldn't have used that more than they could AJ Brown. They don't use them.
No, it's very bizarre. I don't know what's going on with the offense. I mean, they've always been like run heavy and sloggy, but like Hurts, they don't throw the ball. They don't throw
No.
the ball. And clearly they don't need to, but they don't fucking throw the ball.
I think it might be covering up some holes, though. I think they're going to be in trouble when playoffs come around, weirdly. Jordan Love, 12th to 10th now. I have him in 10th. That's literally only because his 2 spots he gained are because it hurts. Stroud fell so far for me. So he hasn't really moved up at all just by default. Another guy that's moved up 2 spots because of that, Dak Prescott, 11th through 9th. He's been great. Leads the league in passing yards. He kind of, it's a fluky kind of thing with me, though, even though I like Dak. He is, the defense puts him in such bad spots, he just has to throw 1,000 times a game.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, I have our boy moving up 1 spot, Baker Mayfield to 8th. You notice how I haven't said a name yet, by the way.
Yeah, you're already too high.
No, I'm not. This one hurt my heart.
He's not better.
Anyway, this one, yes, he is. This one hurt my heart. Jaden Daniels, I had to put down 2 spots from 5th to 7th.
He's not better than Jaden Daniels either.
Yes, he is. Anyway, he hasn't been available, and that's a big thing, obviously, especially as quarterback.
That's fair.
This again, if you can't, no one can knock me for dropping Jaden Daniels. I love Jaden Daniels more than I love Drake May, just because he was amazing.
Apparently not.
Well, I'm unbiased. I could have had him even higher. I have him here at number 6. He went up from 14th to 6th. That is absolutely not too high.
I agree with him going from 14 to in the top 10. I fully agree with that.
He's been amazing.
He has been good. He's played trash.
No, he hasn't, by the way. He has not played trash teams. 4
of the worst teams.
Carolina has the second passing defense in the NFL.
Yeah, who have they played?
I don't know. Let me see. Let's take a look.
Yeah. Okay. All this shit matters. You can have the second best passing defense in the NFL if you've played not great people. I don't know who they played though, so I don't know. We're gonna find out together. But
they have played us. They have played Jacksonville, Carolina, and Atlanta.
No, they are Carolina. They're not. Oh yeah,
they are not. Oh, they are Carolina. Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the Patriots schedule. They Falcons, Cardinals, Jaguars.
Trash.
I don't know about trash. Trash is a little much.
Well, they shut out fucking Atlanta,
and then Atlanta beat what's his face next week. So that was actually a weird NFL game though. That was
I don't remember where I had Drake 17 or 18, maybe 16. We weren't.
Really
had
him. You had him 17th. I had him 14th.
Okay, I would be okay with your list. I would have put Drake May right before Baker. I would have had 9th. Drake May, Baker, Jaden Daniel, and then I would have continued.
So you would have had Dak 10, May 9, Baker 8.
I could make an argument that I would still put Dak in front of Drake May.
I can't make that argument.
But I wouldn't fight you on that. But no, I would have put Drake right after Dak. I don't think he's a better quarterback right now than Baker Mayfield. I just don't.
I think he's significantly better than Jaden Daniels at this point, unfortunately.
I mean, you can say that because Daniels has been injured and missed a couple games. I'll give you that. But even if so then I would have moved Daniels to behind Drake, then he's not better than Baker Mayfield. He's not. I can't be on board with that. I cannot be on
Baker
board.
Also has 3 number 1 receivers that he plays with, and a very good, and the best left tackle in the NFL.
But they've actually played their schedule has been. They played good teams.
Exactly, and he has worse stats than Drake May. Exactly. But so it evens out. If he has worse stats against better teams, that's the same thing.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with Drake May.
And he hasn't, by the way. He's played one good team, by the way, just so you know. Baker. He's played the Eagles. He's played the Jets, Texans, and Falcons.
That's fair.
I just
think above Baker is a stretch for me personally.
Okay. Well, anyway, I wanted to put him 5th, but I couldn't. Well, I could, but I didn't. Justin Herbert 5th, 10th to 5th for me. Weird Giants game. There's just those NFL games that happen that you don't understand. You don't understand how it happened. It just happened. And the Giants do have a decent defense, though. And they kind of did have the juice from starting a new quarterback. It was just kind of one of those weird, bad spots for them. They were on the East Coast again. They just keep traveling west to east, east to west. So it was just one of those weird games. Matthew Stafford 4th. I love this guy so much. He played great last night, but I did this before last night. But I don't know how he still does it at this level. Lamar Jackson 4th to 3rd. Love the guy, but whatever. Patrick Mahomes has stayed at number 2 for me, and Joshua Allen has gone from 3 to 1. Joe Burrow obviously had to come off the list, and then I have him better than Mahomes right now. So according to me, it's 1 versus 6 Sunday night. Yeah, I mean, look at I'm very intrigued. How high are you willing to go if the Patriots win because of Drake May? Oh, after this week, yeah, I'll go very high. How high would you go off the top of your head? This is a pivotal game for me
in general, because I do think 4-0 versus 2-2. We've played okay recently. He's been good the last 3 games. To me, this is an important game. I'm going in not expecting them to win, but I'm expecting them to compete in this
There's
game.
a very good chance Drake May looks like how he's looked the last 3 games, but we still lose because the defense just gets finger fucked by Josh Allen.
Well, they looked again. It was against Carolina.
No, of course, but there is a chance that they just get fucked by. It's Josh Allen.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. But they had looked better with Gonzalez being back now that he's got a week under his belt. I'm very intrigued by this game. I think if the Patriots can be competitive, and God forbid if they can sneak one and get a victory here, and it's because May.
This is going to be a bad show to watch if we beat the Bills.
I mean, it is what it is, man. Like again, he's been good. He's almost at 1,000 yards. He's got 17. He's only 2 picks. He's been very good. Again, amazing. You're going to give me stats, and that's fine. The Panthers stink. They stink.
Okay, can we talk about another play real quick before we get into our picks?
Yeah.
You know who I'm going to talk about?
No.
Is he a top 5 tackle in the league already? He might be.
He's been very good.
He has a 0 pressure rate the last 2 games. And whatever teams, he has faced real pass rushers. Real fucking pass rushers every game. He went from Max Crosby week 1. Week 2 was probably his worst, but still okay. And Zach Seiler, Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips with the Dolphins. Week 3, TJ Watt. That's obviously as real as it gets. And last week we played Derek Brown, and they have a rookie first-round pick, Nick Scowerton. That he has played real players and has been like the 4th best tackle in the NFL statistically.
Yeah.
How quick are you? How long is it going to be before you give me him?
You said he was going to be the best tackle in the league.
Before the season started, I said he's going to be a top 5 tackle in the NFL at the end of the season, and he might already be there after 4 games.
I need more than a quarter of the season. That's just.
But it's been against. He's probably only going to play against worse pass rushers coming up.
I don't even know the last 2 guys you mentioned for the Panthers. So that
Derek Brown's an All-Pro defensive lineman. What are you talking about?
All right, but he's still on. I get it. It's just to me. You're down 30 points.
You ever heard of TJ Watt, Max Crosby?
No. TJ, I didn't say those guys because those guys.
I'm asking if you've heard of them.
Those guys are. Yeah, Derek Brown is not on the level of TJ Watt and Max Crosby.
But it's still like a Pro Bowl player.
Okay, that's fine. But TJ Watt and Max Crosby are borderline Hall. They're gonna be Hall of Fame players.
Well, TJ Watt's already a Hall of Famer.
Yes, and Max Crosby probably
on his way
with his numbers, right?
And
so
he still played amazing against those guys.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about a former Pro Bowler, Mac Jones, in a minute. So let's put the bar on Pro Bowler is not always,
It still means you're not ass at least.
Yeah, I agree. But again, when it comes to the Patriots, they should have beat the Steelers. But the last
Campbell.
No, Campbell's been excellent. He's been excellent. And the thing that's been good about Campbell is you don't hear about him.
Yes, you never corners and offensive linemen. You never want to hear their names the entire game. Mm-hmm. You never want to hear those names, and you haven't heard them at all, really. A couple penalties, but whatever.
Yeah. So look at big game Sunday night. It should be a good one. We'll go down the list of games and we'll talk about it when we talk about it. So because it is one of the primetime games, one of the few primetime games the Patriots get this shit.
If things keep going how they go, we might have a next 5 next league. You gonna?
Yeah. So we'll see. Again, Drake May's been playing very well. The team has been
weirdly the defense has been and fumbles on offense. That's it. The offense. In the games we lost, the offense still went up and down the field. Then they just shit themselves. Yeah.
So look, again, I like the direction we're going. We're even though we're 2-2, we've been in all these games. You know what I mean? Like there hasn't been a game where it's like, like the Raiders game was the worst one, maybe.
We absolutely should have beaten the Steelers.
100%. We should have beaten the Raiders too.
But the Steelers is egregiously we should.
Yeah, we lost by 7 points and we had 5 turnovers. That's a game you win by 13. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it is what it is. But
real quick on the Bills game, there is a way you can feel good about, or better at least, about a competitive loss, 30-27. Drake May has 4 touchdowns and
28-24 or some shit like that, and it's okay.
Well, you're leaving that open, right?
Yeah. I expect us to be competitive in that game. I do not expect us to
lose by a lot.
I
do
expect
as
us
well.
to be competitive. I'm not confident that I'll probably pick them because I never really pick against my team.
Mhm.
But like, I'm not confident we're gonna win the football game because
Yeah.
the Bills. I have them winning the Super Bowl for a reason. I do think they are a top 2
But they're not
team
going to
in
go
the league.
undefeated.
Correct. But I expect us to be competitive. I think this is the first true litmus test for the Patriots this season and Drake May. Because I want to see Drake May go toe-to-toe with Josh Allen. That's what I want to fucking see. And I want to see him play efficient and smart like he has the last few games. And I want him to use his feet. I want him to go toe-to-toe with that guy.
But how do you feel about, real quick, feeling wearing the blue on the road? How do you feel about that?
Well, the Bills are
like
wearing
it.
the all whites, right? They're going to wear those
Yeah,
all white
I feel
special
good.
uniforms.
I think they lose because they're wearing those uniforms. Those are hideous. I hate the all whites.
I don't think you lose because you're wearing
I
a
do.
uniform.
That is the craziest thing you've ever said.
You're not a good team. Is why.
When we wear that new uniform, we might lose by 3 touchdowns.
All right.
I hate wearing alternate
then guess
uniforms.
what? We're probably going to lose by 3 touchdowns anyway.
I hate wearing alternate uniforms.
I would
Do you notice what I'm wearing
play
right now? Do you know what this is? Off the top of your head. It's
Yeah,
the old Teddy
that's
Bruschi rookie year jersey.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the jersey.
One of the best Patriots jersey.
That's not true. The Reds.
That's crazy.
But I would like, if they were going to wear blue on the road, I wish they wore the blues from the mid-90s. That would be like that version of the uniform, but the blue one.
Mm-hmm.
I would be cool with that, like a throwback little sesh there.
I love that.
Yeah, but we'll see. No, I think the Patriots' red uniforms are the prettiest uniform in all of football history.
How do you feel about going back to when the red uniforms, when they wore like them, really? The white ones, they used to wear the red pants with it. That's insane.
Yeah. No, I don't know. We'll see.
Not great.
We'll see. But all right, we are already 1 game in, so we did our picks. We both picked the Rams, so we're both
Michael McCorkle, baby.
Yeah, we're both 0-1 heading into the weekend slate of games. This is where I've had an advantage on CJ the last couple of weeks. Now we're 0-1. Last week we tied with picks. Yeah.
Yeah, we were both 10-5-1, but I beat you. I had 1 out of my 3 bets that you didn't have any.
Yeah, I didn't have any. I'm not great with the bets. As my bank account can tell you. You're muted.
After Thursday night, you are 44-22-1. I am 40-26-1.
Beauty.
So you have a 4-game lead.
So last night, Mac Jones and Kendrick Bourne, former Patriot greats, carried the Niners to a victory in LA. They are 4-1, 3-0 on the road. And the Rams are now 3-2. I still think the Rams are probably a better football team than the Niners, but they are struggling. The Rams are struggling. So they're 3-2. The Niners are looking good, 4-1, and they are really banged up. So for them to be 4-1,
and Brock Purdy re-aggravated his injury.
Yeah, I don't think they mind right now because I think this is actually, and we talked about it a little bit before we came up. This is creating a scenario for the Niners because you paid Brock Purdy all that money, and I know he's been hurt, but Mac Jones is basically doing everything that Brock Purdy does. They're the same type of player. And Mac Jones is now 3-0 as a starter this year. Purdy's 1-1. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Is Puka Nacua going to have the best season in NFL history?
He's unreal, dude.
52 catches, 600 yards almost, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's
in 5 games.
He's unbelievable.
What the hell is that?
Easily the best receiver in the league currently.
Unbelievable.
Tremendous. But all right, so we have another international game this week. So a 9:30 Eastern kickoff time. This one is in London. They are playing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, where the Hotspur play. And it is the Minnesota Vikings who played in Germany last week.
See the whole segment in an accent?
Yeah, I know. They are going to London. They are technically on the road for this one as the Cleveland Browns, the Dylan Gabriel-led Cleveland Browns, as they have benched Joe Flacco. So we got a 2-2 Vikings team, a 1-3 Browns team. The Vikings played in Germany. Who'd they play last week?
Ireland.
Oh, that's right. Ireland
Steelers.
against the Steelers, and they lost to the Steelers. I had the Vikings winning that game against the Steelers last week.
I don't know.
I have the Vikings again. I know they're 2-2. I'm picking the Vikings again, man. I can't.
Me too.
The Browns are trash, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And now they have a rookie. I think we're going to find out real quick that Shador is going to get an opportunity because Gabriel, to me, is not somebody who's going to last long. I expect the Browns to be 1-5 or 1-6, and they're like, okay, Shador, you're all we got. We're going to try you now. So
I don't understand why you start your rookie at when you're traveling internationally and he's going up against Brian Flores. That doesn't seem like a great scenario to me.
I can understand maybe the international thing. You're not at home in front of the fans. It's kind of a but yeah, I don't know. But I can't not pick the Vikings here. I can't. That's how I feel about that.
And then
what a game to showcase. I know they go to London every year now, but I was like, what a game to showcase. I mean, I know the Vikings were supposed to be one of the premier teams, but
this game's not next, but I had it written down next. But the game I want to talk about is just it's turned into one of the ugliest games you'll ever see.
Well, that's the one after this one I have. So
no, it's a few away from mine.
Okay. Well, we have the 1-3 Las Vegas Raiders traveling to the 3-1 Indianapolis Colts. You can make an argument the Colts should be 4-0 and the Rams should be 2-3. But the Colts lost the game to the Rams last Sunday, a game that was very winnable for them. They still played well, though. You have Daniel Jones, one of your biggest, risers. He's in the top 20 on the quarterback list. The Raiders are a bad football team. I expect the Colts to win this game.
Who's the one win against JPJ? I forgot.
It's against us in week 1.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Look, you don't have to. Listen. I told you. But I'm expecting the Colts to get back to their winning ways. Jonathan Taylor looks like a fucking beast. Tyler Warren has been very good. The Colts are good. They feel like they're well coached. They don't make a ton of mistakes. They made some mistakes in the LA game, so let's see if that was just a one-off or they're kind of turning back into the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Colts should beat the Raiders. The Raiders are just not a good football team.
I agree with everything you said, and I picked the Raiders.
Hell yeah, brother. All right. This game is a game of suck. Although we have Jackson Dart, who just gave the Giants.
Sucks? No, he sucks.
Yeah. The 1-3 New York Football Giants are heading to your neck of the woods, and they are playing the New Orleans Saints, who I still don't think are going to win a game. If there was a chance, it would be this week, maybe, for them to get a win. However, with that being said, I don't know if Dart is good, but I know he has swagger, and I know he thinks he's good, and sometimes that's enough. I'm picking the Giants. I think the Saints are just so bad that, although they did hang with the Bills, though. So,
yeah.
I don't know, man, but I
think the Bills are in a look-ahead spot, though,
yeah, I'm picking the Giants, even though I would not be shocked that this maybe could be the lone win, maybe, for the Saints, because the Giants are a bad football team as well. So,
much like last game, it makes no sense, but I have the Saints.
Fair. I respect it.
I don't really want to say much about this game.
I think it could very much happen. The Saints are favored.
As they should be. Jackson are just absolutely horrendous.
But they're 0-4.
Jackson Dart. I've told you this before he even played a game. I told you this before the season started. Jackson Dart stinks.
That's fair.
Fuck Ole Miss, by the way. They just beat LSU. Fuck Ole Miss. Fuck Jackson Dart.
All right, fair.
I wish Ole Miss still had him. We would have won that game.
Yep. So we have the 1-2-1 Dallas Cowboys. Listen.
Fuck the NFL.
That Sunday night game was exciting as hell. That was an exciting.
And I stayed up till midnight to watch a fucking tie.
Now, if you were LaFleur, would you have just gone for it and accepted the law? You have to take the tie. You have to, right?
Yeah, LaFleur has to. The Cowboys did not need to take a tie.
Wait, no, the Cowboys kicked the field goal at the end, right?
But I'm saying they shouldn't have kicked the field goal. And even if it was the beginning of overtime, they still should have gone for it. You can't take a tie as the Cowboys. You suck. You need win. You're the one that needs to take chances. The Packers are the team that's supposed to make a late run, so they're not supposed to just hand losses out to themselves. Yeah. Especially after losing to the Browns. The Packers kind of ass. We'll
get there.
Yeah, we might have been a little crazy on them.
I think the Cowboys, by the way. I think we underestimated the Lions and we overestimated the Packers. I think that's what happened there. Cowboys 1-2-1 going to New York to face the 0-4 Jets.
I think Fields might have a field day. I didn't mean to say that. Didn't even mean to say that. But
as much as they are 0-4 and as much as they are the New York Jets, and I hate them, I'm picking the Jets on this one. I think the Jets are going to win.
I wouldn't doubt that at all, but I have the Cowboys just because
this is a game to me that's going to be like 44-38. It's going to be like one of those. Yeah. And then we have this again. The Broncos are 2-2, and they could easily be 4-0.
The Broncos win this game.
I agree. I have the Denver Broncos going into Philly. I feel like I picked against the Eagles for like 3 straight weeks, and
I think you pick against them every week.
Yeah, I just hate them. But they win every week, so it is what it is.
What a boring fucking. This game, for as fun as the Cowboys Jets game might be, this game might be 10-6.
Brutal.
This is gonna be one of the worst games to ever watch.
Yes, but the 2-2 Broncos are going to Philly. Philly 4-0. Philly a 4.5 point favorite. J.K. Dobbins, unreal. Kind of like the comeback player of the year, almost a little bit vibe. Like he's doing really well. Cortland Sutton's been good. That defense is still nasty. That's why I'm leaning Denver, is because that defense is still nasty, and the Eagles can't move or score the football. Yes. So it's if you can stop them from scoring, like Bo Nix hasn't been terrible. It's just it's just, I don't know. I got the Broncos there. I got the Broncos.
So do I.
This is a bag.
This
of
is
trash.
just
this game. What a terrible fucking game this is.
There are some shitters on the schedule here.
The 1-3 Miami Dolphins heading to Carolina to play the 1-3 Carolina Panthers.
Chuba Hubbard's out. Tyreek Hill's obviously out.
Tyreek Hill's done. Chuba Hubbard's out. I mean, this is tough.
Like two of the only good players on these teams are out.
Yeah, Miami is favored by 1.5.
I don't feel good about picking any team here.
I don't either. I'm just gonna go with Carolina. Fuck it.
I went with Miami.
Just, all right, I'm gonna pick Carolina. Last time they were at home, they shut out the Falcons. So why not? Why not?
Yeah, why not? By the way, the NFL's so weird that they did that to the Falcons, then we did that to them.
Yeah. And now the Panthers can do it again to the Dolphins. Just kind of repay the favor. That's what we'll do.
And then the Falcons, what did they do last week? Didn't they win?
I believe they did. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, they're on the bye. So this week the Falcons, Bears, Packers, and Steelers are on
the Falcons beat the Commanders by a touchdown.
That's right. So this is the first week with buys. So the Falcons, the Packers, the Bears, and the Steelers have buys this week.
This next game is the one I was referring to. That it looked amazing before the season started, and it is ass, especially with no Lamar now.
Yep. So we have the 1-3. So the Texans finally got off the schneid. They got a victory last week, but it was not pretty. But they got a victory last week. They are 1-3, and they are traveling to the Lamar Jackson-less
Cooper Rush, baby.
Baltimore Ravens. Hey, look he won games in Dallas.
Get me in there.
He won games in Dallas.
The Baltimore Ravens win this football game. JPJ.
Yeah?
Cooper Rush better. Cooper Rush greater than CJ Stroud. If Cooper Rush wins this game, he has the same amount of wins CJ Stroud this season.
It's fair.
Don't tell me you'd be surprised if it happened.
Could the Ravens be on the precipice of having just like a nightmare season? Like this turns into like a season from hell from them?
Yes, and then I think they don't. I think next week they lose again, and then they could be 1-5, and they're just like, Lamar, just have fun, go to sleep.
Yeah, right. Like
they play the Rams next week.
Do you think Harbaugh is safe no matter what?
Yes, he shouldn't be. He's going to be the Tom. He's never going to get fired, but he should be.
I think he's part of the problem. I
think Tomlin's part of the problem. The Steelers can't fucking do anything.
Tomlin is not. Listen, I actually like Mike Tomlin.
I do, but he needs I think he can still coach, just not with his. He needs to just go.
Yeah, but I think
else.
he has been vastly overrated as a coach. The majority.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
The majority. And again, I hate the Steelers, but I actually like him as a dude.
I do like Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, but I think he's a good coach. But people act like he's a great coach. He's not a great coach.
No. The Ravens could be 5 wins this season.
This is probably going to be wrong, and I'm going to hate
Kyle
myself,
Hamilton as well, I believe, is out.
Yeah, I'm taking the Texans here, man.
I don't think that's crazy at all.
I'm taking the Texans.
At least they're healthier than the Ravens are.
Yeah. No Lamar. And don't get me wrong. They still got Derrick Henry. Cooper Rush, like we said, played well.
Derrick Henry might get 65 carries.
Yeah. And Zay Flowers is nasty. Like, they still got – yeah, Mark Andrews is good. Like, they still have that, but losing Lamar is just that dynamic that you lose with him is just – that's tough. I'm going to take the Texans, even though I don't feel good about it.
I have the Ravens, and then we have another absolute stinker here to kick off the 4 o'clock slate. My God.
Yeah. There are some not great games on this list.
There are some horrendous games.
Well, this is one of the games that the Patriots are the primetime game. So I told the lady, I was like, hey, if you want to go do some like girl shit,
please, you're not missing shit.
You want to go to apple picking or pumpkin patching and like do some fall shit. This is the day.
Yes,
all right, let's make it work. Let's make it work.
Oh boy,
But
there
yeah,
is
we have
nothing on this.
the 0-4 Tennessee Titans traveling to the 2-2 Arizona Cardinals. Trey Benson on IR out. With they already don't have
Connor's already on IR.
Yeah, so they have
Amari
DeMarcado
and Michael Carter, baby.
Michael Carter, throwback, man.
What a player.
So, yeah. Listen, both these teams, I think, stink.
Is there a different spectrum of the Cardinals 2-2 and like the Patriots 2-2? You know what I mean? Like they're both 2-2, but one feels like they could make the playoffs and win a game, maybe even, and then another team feels like they could have the first pick in the draft. It's just very odd how different the vibes are with 2-2 teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, this fucking stinks.
It's bad. I have to pick the Cardinals because I don't know. I can't pick the Titans to win anything the way they're playing.
8 points is crazy.
Wait, I have 7.5, but yeah.
Yeah. You said you asked your wife there if she wants to go apple picking or out to dinner or whatever. Or your girlfriend, sorry, whatever.
The lady.
Excuse me, I apologize. But mine is working, and I still might just go apple picking, but I might just take myself apple pick. That's how bad this slate is here.
I told her
I might just go find something to do.
Literally, I said, babe, we can if you want. If you want to do some couple shit, because I know Sundays are usually off limits because I'm watching football. This is the week because the Patriots aren't on until 8:20 at night.
And shit.
And I said, and the games are fucking dreadful. There's I don't even know if there is. The Broncos-Eagles game to me is a good game.
But it's going to be a boring game, though.
Yes, but I don't know.
The Cowboys-Jets might be the most fun game to watch.
I think the best game of the weekend is literally the Pats and the Bills, and that's not me being a homer.
No, it actually is.
I think Denver and Philly. I think the Monday night game could be sneaky good, but I think the Chiefs end up winning by 2 touchdowns.
Yes,
Jaguars might be the worst 3-1 football team of all time, but we'll get it. But yeah, this is dreadful. This game could be actually sneaky good. Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah. So then this game actually could be one of the good ones. So we have the 3-1 Buccaneers coming off a loss to the Eagles.
Crazy line, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like this I don't think we're thinking of the Seahawks. They've played good, man. They've played good. They've been pretty good.
Well, you keep saying against the Patriots. Against who for the Seahawks?
I feel like they've had have they played
the Niners without like Purdy. Like that was the whole everybody was injured and they didn't know who was playing. But then the Steelers, Saints, and Cardinals.
All right, yeah. So, all right, that's fair. Kenneth Walker, though, I love him. But the 3-1 Buccaneers.
You take 3-1 though. You don't care who you're playing. I'll take 3-1.
Of course, yeah. The 3-1 Buccaneers are traveling to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest, to face the 3-1 Seahawks. This is one of the good games of the weekend.
Yes.
Buccaneers coming off their first loss to Philly. They were down big at half, and they kind of came back and almost pulled it off at the end, but they fell short. Seattle is a tough place to play. The 12th man. It's a loud stadium. It is a tough place to play. Tampa going basically almost as cross the country as you can from being in Tampa, Florida, going diagonally all the way up to Seattle. You know how I feel about the Bucs and Baker Mayfield, but I'm picking Seattle.
Oh, I'm taking the Bucs.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. A little bit. I blame you a little bit. I don't see how the Seahawks win the game. They're kind of bad. Anyway.
Yeah.
We can move quickly past this one.
Yeah. This one is 3-1 Lions are traveling to the Cincinnati Bengals. What would have been probably a premier matchup of the season if Joe Burrow was healthy, but he is not, and Jake Browning looks like he can't even play football. How
they have to make this might be the game that makes them the.
You have to go after Russell Wilson.
This is the game they make the call. We get a report on Monday morning, very like 6-7 a.m. that something is.
And Russell Wilson's not even good, but he can throw the ball deep. And with those receivers, just fucking throw it. That's all.
Yes, just throw the ball. Hey, you see number 1 and number 5? Throw him the ball.
Yeah,
just throw it to him.
Throw him the ball, Russ. It's fine.
Give him the ball.
But I expect the Detroit Lions to pummel the Cincinnati Bengals. The Lions are very good. They got probably
week 1. They were about to get the first pick according to half the.
Amon-Ra St. Brown has 6 touchdowns already. 6.
That's more than
They
most
have the
quarterbacks.
the best running back duo in the league with Montgomery and Gibbs. Goff doesn't make mistakes. The offensive line is terrific. The defense is looking good. Campbell, again, it's early. It's only a quarter of the season, but I think we underestimated Detroit. I think we might have underestimated Dan Campbell. It is what it is. I will admit that now. With the 3/4 of the way to go, we'll see. But yeah, I think Detroit should win this game easily.
Yeah. Yep. There's not much.
What do you think about that?
9.5. I would take them with the points. By the way,
on ESPN it says 10.5.
Oh, I'm on ESPN too. What the hell?
I got 10.5.
What's it just changed?
Would you?
I still see 9.5. Oh, I'm taking Detroit up to like 15, bro. That's a bad game.
Yeah, this game could be good now that Daniels is back.
Yes, it could be.
The Washington Commanders. Terry McLaurin will be out though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But Jaden Daniels is back. They went 1-1 without him. Mariota was able to at least split those two games. They're 2-2, and they are traveling to the West Coast to face the 3-1 Chargers, who just had that brutal loss in New York against a team they should have won.
Sorry, I just thought of this because I accidentally clicked a link on my computer. Real quick on the Buccaneers Seahawks, best jersey game of all time, perhaps. You see the jerseys they're wearing? The Seahawks are wearing like the light blue with the silver and green helmets, and the Bucs are wearing the creamsicle away jerseys. Oh, JPJ, man. Fuck.
That's nice.
Unbelievable jersey matchup.
I like that. That'll be a good aesthetic.
That'll be as if you're looking for any games to watch. It'll be good to look at. At least just look at it.
Tremendous. But we have the Washington Commanders heading to LA to face the Chargers. This game could be good. This game could be a good one.
Yes. Now the
Daniel kind of being, gunslinging it and doing their thing. I think, again, I have both these teams. The Commanders I have in the playoffs. I don't think I had the Chargers in the playoffs, but the way they've started and the way Herbert's looked, they're kind of still in command of that division if they hold still. See what I did there? I think the Chargers bounce back, and I think the Chargers get a win, but I think this game will be fun.
You could say they're in command or in charge, JBJ.
You could.
Wow. This is what you get here. Two professionals.
Well, this is why you come to the Swarm.
Unbelievable.
For this analysis, you don't get this shit
Some
everywhere.
could say the Chargers will swarm the Commanders even. Who knows? I don't think so. I have the Commanders winning the game.
Fair.
And JD5 we trust.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. All right, then we get to Sunday night. We've already kind of talked a lot about it, but the 2-2 New England Patriots are heading to Buffalo, a divisional game, a divisional rival. The Bills 4-0. The Bills are 8.5-point favorites. I would take the Patriots with the points, regardless of what I think is going to happen. I am not confident in this choice, but I'm never picking against my team, so I'm picking the New England Patriots. Like I said, I expect them to be competitive. I would not be 100% shocked if they pulled off a victory. I wouldn't.
The Patriots win this game by double digits. Thank you.
That's ridiculous.
Listen. No. Are we better than the Bills?
Double digits.
Can I fucking give a thing here? We're not better than the Bills. However, we've seen already this year, and everybody's seen if you watch the NFL. Random shit happens. The Patriots lost by 109 to the Chiefs before they were the Chiefs and then won the Super Bowl the same year. Trent Dilfer, they're not good anymore. I understand Tom Brady, all that, but it happens to any team without Tom Brady as well. Good teams just have stinkers. It just happens. The Bills are 4-0. They're not gonna go. They're not 17-0. This is not gonna happen. Yeah. They're gonna.
You're muted.
If you look at their schedule straight up, you're picking them in all 17 games this year, knowing full well they're not going to win all 17 games.
Yeah.
So why not this game? Again, we beat the Bills weirdly every year once. Yeah. Last year was bullshit because no one played.
I don't.
The year before that, Mac Jones and fucking Mike Gesicki went in there and beat the shit out of him in New England in the middle of the season.
I don't necessarily disagree with your pick of the Patriots. I think double digits is strong.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be like we're just dog walking. I think like we're up by 3 and then score a game like a touchdown to put it away with like 2 minutes left. And it goes up by 10 or something like that.
Maybe.
Josh Allen, as much as he's the MVP and best, I have literally his best quarterback in the league, like I talked about earlier. He does have a game or two where he will throw one right at Christian Gonzalez or something. That will happen. And I think the Patriots put out. I think we have a lot of bandwagoners back on the train to Foxborough on Monday morning.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That's what I think happens.
All right. Listen, I would love the Patriots to win that football game, but like I said, I expect it to be a competitive.
I don't think I've ever been higher on someone than I am on Drake May right now. I am fully in a room with Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa high as a kite on it.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair. Look, he's played well. He's played well.
He might be QB1 by the end of the season for me. There's a chance of it. There's a chance. I didn't say he has. I said there's a chance.
QB1 as we go 9-8.
9-8. No, we're better than we thought you were going to be. Well,
no, I said 8-9, 9-8. That's the window.
9-8 is a lot different than 8-9. That winning record opposed to his losing record is big, though.
Yes, I agree, but it's a one game. It's a 1 game swing. It's not like everything all right over there. The dog all right?
She's yawning because she just woke up.
That's the noise she makes. She looked like she sounded like she screamed. Oh,
Tatum.
Horrible. Oh, look at that. Oh,
she's a sweet girl. She's 2 weeks away from her first. A week away from her first birthday.
Wow, that's pretty good.
October 11th. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She is not liking the new. She gets very nervous now.
Yeah. How did that go?
JPJ, if I go outside to I have the old ones on the bed. I can't turn the camera that far, but if I go out to get I have bad skin in certain spots, as people can tell, but I take injections for it. So it just came today. I went out to get the package. She thought I was dying because I'm leaving the house because we were so in and out the days we were moving.
Yeah.
So she thinks she's gonna get left still to this day. So I got a package. I'm out there for 15 seconds, just howling like a wolf.
Fair. That's fair. Listen,
yeah,
dogs love their owners, man. All right, then this game has maybe sneakily turned into a good game on Monday night.
I still think the Jaguars stink.
Yeah, I do too. The 2-2 Kansas City Chiefs, all is right again in Kansas City. 2-2. Mahomes had a vintage Mahomes.
They beat the shit out of the Ravens.
Wow. And Mahomes had 4 touchdowns. That was vintage Patrick Mahomes right there. Yeah. And I think he's going to do the same fucking thing to Jacksonville. I have the Chiefs going in there and molly-whopping the Jaguars.
Yes. Especially on national TV.
Oh, Monday night, Mahomes is going to feel it. It's happening again. 3 touchdowns, no picks, 300 yards. He might even run one in. It's going to be just another brilliant performance by him. And then the Chiefs will be 3-2. And now with the Ravens slipping and sliding, they got a chance to be a top 2 seed.
Yeah, the Ravens are done. The Bengals are done. Like some of these teams we thought were going to have a chance are already done.
The Chargers are kind of, in the mix.
But they just lost to the Giants, so who the fuck knows?
Yeah, but the AFC is looking like after 4 weeks and everyone losing their mind, it's looking like it's going to be, Buffalo and Kansas City again at the end, like we all fucking thought, because that's what it's been for the last. Because they got the 2 best quarterbacks. That's what happens. But anyway,
this is again why
the Patriots can make a fucking.
Thank you. That's what I like to hear. That's why you come on the swarm again. You get hot analysis like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes are good quarterbacks. Yeah. And that quarterbacks are important. So you guys did not know that before you turned on this episode.
I don't know if anybody knows this out there, but it might be the most important position.
Some would say.
Might be.
Some would say.
But yes, so we both have the Chiefs. Yeah.
Yep. I have some very interesting bets here, JPJ.
Okay. Oh boy.
Want me to start out?
Yes, because my bets are always trash.
My first one, and of course, we always have a Patriots theme for at least one of them. Patriots money line and parlay. Drake May more total yards than Josh Allen.
Passing or total?
Total yards. Total yards.
Passing.
Whatever. Receiving even. Fuck it. Throw that in there.
All right. Listen, I have this. My bets are on the team and the same player. I have the Patriots with the points, though. I'm taking them with the points, 8.5.
Plus what? 8.5.
8.5. And I have Drake May for a rushing touchdown.
Okay. I like that. All right. I have the all big underdogs in a money line parlay. Pats, Broncos, Commanders all to win parlay.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do here.
Okay. God, this is tough for me. So I am. Man, Do you know that you can win money if Dylan Gabriel throws for 160 yards? That's how low they think of Dylan Gabriel.
Yep, as they should.
Yep. I have the Denver Broncos
Mm-hmm.
going into Philadelphia. They're getting 4.5. I would pick them on the money line, but I'm taking the points because why the fuck not? I do think they win this game outright. So I am picking the Denver Broncos, and then I am going to go anytime touchdown scorer for J.K. Dobbins. That is what I'm doing. And that, yes.
And my last one, Justin Fields, Kyler Murray, Jaden Daniels, all rushing touchdowns.
Fair. All right, and then I am going to go an anytime TD scorer parlay, a 4-player anytime TD scorer parlay. I am going to go Justin Jefferson, Jonathan Taylor, Garrett Wilson, and this is the one that's going to make or break for me. I'm going Bryce Young with a rushing touchdown against the Miami Dolphins. He's my 4th guy. Anytime TD scorer. I'm gonna pick. Yeah, I almost want to pick Carolina plus the 1.5 to win that game. But that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 4 anytime. So every week when I make my bets, I make my proper bets where I think I can actually win money, and then I do a $10 bet, and I just do like an 8-person TD scorer bet that can win me like $5,000. If I like,
$10, you'll never see me get if one of these hit. Yeah,
I will never win it.
Correct.
I'll go. I could get the first 9, and
all it takes is one, JPJ.
Yep. But I do that every week because I'm like, if I could do a $5 bet and win $4,000, fuck it, I'll do it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah. So those are my bets of the week. I will probably go 0-3 again because I'm actually I think the Patriot one could land for me. But 8.5 points plus a rushing touchdown for Drake May, that could happen.
Oh yeah.
I think we stay. I think we stay within 8.5 points. I don't think we get.
Well, I think we win by 10. So.
I think it's possible. I think it's possible for us to win at least.
JBJ, we gotta go. There's some content that hot off the press here.
Yeah, there's a lot of content right off the.
Get the hell out of here.
Yes. So
Tatum wants me to leave as well.
Yeah. Tatum's like, can you get off this, man? You need to take me for a walk.
I do.
Do they like the new digs? Like
they love
it.
Yes.
Is there a dog park in it or?
This is as
like a dog area.
As previous discussions, me and my girlfriend are very bougie in several things. This is not any different. Let's just say there's a lot of. Okay. There's several pools, hot tubs, spas, dog parks. There's a dog groomer as well here.
Wow.
Yes. So many other things. Movie theater. And all of these you have
to rent it out though, the theater.
No, you have a card that like gets you in the gate. The gate will open. That's how you get into the community. And then you have another card that gets you in all the amenities. So you just swipe it, you go right into the movies. There's like a schedule, like the real movie theater, blah 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 plays at 8, blah 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 plays at 9.
Wow.
There's an not like that adults only, but there's like an adults only Saturdays at 10 p.m. for the movie. It's just like a rated R movie. It's nothing crazy.
Oh, all right.
But it sounds pretty crazy, doesn't it? So
it sounds like you're going to watch.
Yes, we're going to like a swingers club. It sounds like.
Damn right.
But no,
you drop the keys in the bowl when you walk
exactly, and you put your phone in the locker.
No, you put your card in, and then you put your house card right in there.
And just pick one.
Whoever. Yeah,
that's it. But no, it's a very bougie facility, which is exactly what we need. And then there's like what the dogs love is we have like these big doors that open like this, and it goes to like this big gated in porch. So like they just love sitting out there in the sun. And Tatum loves to just sit there and just bark at every single person that walks by.
Fair. And I'm sure your neighbors are like, that fucking dog.
Yes. And then the small dog, the old one, just sits there and sunbathes on her back with her legs sticking up in the air like this for about 8 hours.
That's how Lou lays around the house all day.
Yes.
Just all 4 up.
Yeah,
all right, man. All right, man. Yeah. But all right, we are gonna get out of here. We say it at the end of every time. MLB The Show just dropped massive content, so we got to go grind that. And then I know I put it in our Hive chat the other day, and you were like, "What the fuck is this?" The Ghost of Yotei came out yesterday, which is a game I have been eagerly anticipating for like 2 years since the Ghost of Tsushima. and
I've
I'm
actually
very
heard of that
excited.
other one, Tsushima. I've
One
heard
of the
of
best, one of the best video game experiences I've ever played in my life, ever.
it.
It is tremendous.
Okay.
And this one, I don't know if this one could measure up to that one, but it looks like it might. So,
Is it the same people that made it?
the same people, Sucker Punch
Yeah.
made it. It's just a different story. So yeah, that
Gotcha.
so Ghost of Tsushima, you play a guy named Lord Sakai, and you are honoring your people at the beginning. Stuff happen, and you're going. One of the main boss that you fight is he's of the Khan family, like Genghis Khan. Like
Tony.
he's of that.
Oh.
He's of that. Yeah, Tony Khan. Yeah, he's of the Genghis
Shah
Khan area,
Yeah.
like that. So, and it's for me.
I would have fucked Genghis Khan up, by the way. Just
and you're like a samurai, so you're doing all like it's sword fights, and you can like you creep and sneak up on people. It's very cool. And there's a lot. It's not as open world as like a GTA, but there's a lot of open. There's side missions. You can just run anywhere you want on this huge map in like on your horse, and it's visually beautiful.
No,
like, the
those
game
games
is,
are
like,
usually very
fucking
nice
insane.
visually. Yeah.
Like it's insane how beautiful. Like you just come up, you ride over a hill, and there's like a fucking mountain and just like a field of flowers, and you're going through the horse, and the flowers are like float. It's insane. Just staring at you, like, you done?
Yeah, she's just staring directly at me.
All right. Do your thing, CJ. Let the people know where they can find you. What else we got coming up on the Hive, and then we'll get out of here so you can go play with your pup.
Well, I'm gonna ignore and play MLB The Show after I take her out. We have the Subcycle, Bryn, Peggy, Michael, Josh, as always. Becky just dropped something on Mean Girls today because it is October 3rd as a recording.
It is, yes.
Very important day in the Mean Girls community. And Peggy is a mean girl, so that's good. We love her though. And now the dogs are fighting. Good. You are how is the Hive University doing real quick, JPJ?
Well, the newest video is not out yet, so I don't want to spoil anything, but we are going for our 5th straight win. However, we are on the road for the first time in a month, so it could be a tougher battle, but we're looking good. We're 4-1. And we're looking good. We're at the top of the MAC conference. We're feeling good about things. So that's where we're at.
Stu just started an NHL series, by the way. And again, not to brag, back in like 2012-13, I was a top 60 player in the world in that game for the clubs mode as a centerman. But anyway, that's we're athletes here on this channel. That everybody knows that.
Oh, of course.
Now real life maybe, but definitely in video games. Yeah, we have of course a Swarm 2 times a week. You and Josh, that we were actually going to play in a little sad news here. First watch along here in my new house now that I moved in. Patriots Bills Sunday Night Football, but they might have an announcement that you're doing something else. No. Yeah. JPJ will not be able to do that because something else very exciting is happening on this Sunday night. So that will probably be announced by the time you watch this. At least we probably could announce it.
Yeah. Well,
it's 24 hours from now. As we record, as we drop this.
All right, we'll put it this way. There is strong potential that the 2K sim of Crown Jewel will be happening at the same time or right before the Patriots game is starting with the Bills. So CJ and I were originally going to try to potentially do a watch along for the Patriots game, but this is really one of the only windows that because the problem is me this time.
JPJ's too famous.
I'm going to Bound for Glory is happening in my state, and Plug O is flying in, and we are covering Bound for Glory. So that the Friday night, the night before, which Josh and I usually do our sims, I am unavailable. So the only time that we can fit in potentially is this Sunday night, and it just happens to be during that game. So besides this, hopefully I would say more times than not the remainder of the way, CJ and I will hopefully be watching along the Patriots games. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing moving forward. Not every week maybe, but like more times than not. We're going to try to watch along.
Especially
more. Yeah.
Because my girl will be in Africa the next 5 Sundays after the next one. So
yes.
I will be here mostly, I would say, naked, just watching football Sunday. Yeah. But if we do stream, I will consider putting clothes on. No promises, especially the Patriots are like, I don't know, 6-2 or something by the time that happens. I might just throw all my clothes away, JPJ. There's no point in wearing clothes if the Patriots are good.
Yeah, it's true.
And so JPJ, by the way, is doing a sim during the Patriots' biggest game in the last 3 years, and was just doing a stream while the Red Sox season ended yesterday, as we record this. So let's hope this goes a little better on that one. Hopefully.
It's unbelievable. Really, the sacrifices that I make.
Yes, true.
Truly.
We get to watch JPJ die on stream several times.
Yeah, like I am a diehard sports fan, and I'm just like, all right, I gotta be here, but I want to be.
While my team have the biggest games of the season.
I'm like, it's just their biggest games. Like this is the biggest Patriots game in literally since like 2019.
Because we actually have a little bit of expectation, and they've lived up to it the last couple of games, especially the quarterback at least. And this is a chance to see, are you actually good or not? So,
yeah.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
I love the Sims. I will be watching that side, and it'll give me a great distraction if the Patriots are down 17-0, like some.
Look at. I'm not upset. Look at if I was gonna miss, or have to be focused on something else other than the game. There are not many things that I would want besides
my favorite streams.
They're always the funnest shit. They're always wild. Josh and I, in anything we do, but Josh and I always have a good time.
And the best part is most things on this forum, we don't even talk about wrestling on them, which is the best.
Yeah. Josh and I, every week when we do Raw, we probably talk about wrestling, I would say 30% of the time.
Yep.
Maybe.
It's the best.
Yeah. That's what you're there. You're there with your friends. So it's not, we're watching the wrestling, but you're shooting the shit. We're having a good time.
And then every watch alongs, though, our third member of the Swarm Honorary last episode, him and Peggy do one every Wednesday for Dynamite. Some would say it's the most inappropriate streams that we have here on the Hive, but that's why we love it. Again, no wrestling talk on that program.
The dual one tonight.
Yes, they are.
Because the NXT
as we're
show
recording this.
Yeah. So on Tuesday night Eastern time, obviously we have AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday, and we have NXT. It was Invasion, now it's Showdown, and they completely ruined all the mojo that show had because apparently it's just a friendly exhibition. Okay. Fucking dumb. And then it's Title Tuesday on AEW where there are no titles on the line yet. So God bless.
Yeah, that's how you like it.
This is what we like. It's what we like. But yeah, so we're going to be doing a dual watch along for that. Jamie and Peggy, which they have a great community and they're a lot of fun. So that should be a good time. And then we have Josh will be doing all Crown Jewel stuff all next weekend. And then the following week is Wrestle Dream, which I'll be a part of with some, I don't know.
We have one weekend off and it's right back to it with wrestling.
Right. It doesn't stop, brother. It doesn't stop, brother. So follow us here at the Hive. We're only getting started here. We got a great crew that's doing real quality shit, and we're only getting bigger and better. Go check out our friends, W Energy, like we said at the top. Go check them out. The code is the Hive, all one word, 10% off your order at w.gg.
One breaking news announcement. We did an hour and 33-minute recording on it, which death on one person.
It's pretty good.
That's 2 episodes in a row, by the way. I'm on an official 2 streak here.
That's all me. That's all me getting on
Positive
you.
Pete over here.
That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. But thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you. Enjoy the weekend of sports, of football, of wrestling, of whatever it is you're doing. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And until Monday. Until Monday, when we see you with the wrestling show, CJ and I will see you then. Peace out. Oh.